Hello everyone, it's Happy Homecoming. Look forward to seeing everybody Saturday morning at the parade and at the game. Happy Homecoming.
Jonathan Lee, tuba, rookie class of 2017.
Hi, my name is Shay Maxwell. I'm March 2015 to 2018, and I am Hot Ice.
How you guys doing? What's up? This your boy Fortune 500 Billy. I was known as Roy in the Spartan Legion marching band, class of 2013, rookie class of 2013, TNT 2013, D-Horns 2018, Iota Psi chapter Kappa Kappa Psi, National Honorary Band Fraternity Incorporated, Deuce Club. You already know what it is. And yeah, man, that's my history, man. Right now, man, if it wasn't for the band, I wouldn't have none of this, like none of the pillars, none of the knowledge, none of the anything if it wasn't for the Spartan Legion, man. So I appreciate the Spartan Legion, man. Happy homecoming. If you was a Spartan Legion member, you should know about Kill a Flea with a sledgehammer.
My name is Teddy. Well, my name is Tavares Edwards, but everybody call me Teddy. I came in 2012, and I was a Spartan guard, and my director was Mr. Paul Adams. One thing, he was in tune. He got to know me. He got to know his band, and he showed us love.
My name is Stephen Reed. I'm a Dizziac, that's a trumpet player. I came in great class of 2001 underneath O'Neill Sanford.
My name is Parrish Flythe. I marched in the band from 2009 to 2011. I played bass drum, and my band director was Dr. O'Neill Sanford.
My name is Aaron Glaze, class of 05. I marched mellophone, D-Horns, and I marched under Dr. Sanford.
Hey everybody, I am Portia. I am class of 2006. I am a Silcat. I came in 06, section leader 07 and 08, and O'Neill Sanford was my band director.
One great thing about marching on O'Neill Sanford, it's like any marching band, it's going to teach you responsibility. He believed in musicianship first. He taught us to speak with our performance and not with anything else.
Dr. Sanford was a great businessman. You know, he made sure that everything was together when we went on trips. Everything was together with the band, made sure we had everything we needed. So he was, you know, more of the business kind of band director, you know. We didn't, you know, really see him in front of the band a lot. He was like a behind the scenes, make sure everything was good kind of guy.
I think in the social media times that we have now, he really did not believe in trash talk or us engaging with other people. Our performance was our display of how good we were. We didn't need to talk about it.
Not necessarily in a negative light, but there's not anger in the students. It seems like they truly are enjoying being there for the spirit of band and not necessarily for other things, like the competitiveness. It just seems like they're truly just enjoying being there. And it makes a difference in the sound too. Almost like a brighter sound.
Being a member of the Spartan Legion means family. It's just a different type of atmosphere, being around people you know genuinely love you, they genuinely care about you, genuinely want to see you succeed and get far in life, not just band. It means a lot. Family, that's what we all about.
I don't got no deep answers for that one, man. It's just we're a big family. Everybody loves each other. Everybody knows each other.
Pride, love, tradition. And I see that still continuing. I love it. I love to see it.
Everything. It changed my life. The best thing that could have ever happened to me.
Lineage, legacy, excellence, always showing up, always being at your best, and always representing the program and this institution to the best of your ability.
Okay, I was hired by Dr. Lyman Beecher Brooks. And he was the president of the university at the time. And Georgia Ryder was the chairman. And I was introduced to Norfolk State by a gentleman named Aldrich Atkins, who was the chairman at Southern University. At that time, I was on the faculty. And I was encouraged to come to Norfolk for an interview for band directing. And at that time, O'Neill Sanford was the director of bands at Virginia State. We were friends in undergraduate school, and he also encouraged me to come to Norfolk State University. So to get to the point about the impression I made on Norfolk State, I needed to comment on those people who motivated me to come here. So when I got here, I recognized it was a young program, or young school that is, and the band program was not very popular at all. At that time, they were called the Crawling Spartans. And so after observing what was going on and recognizing the relationship that I developed with the gentleman who was eventually the director of bands, Emory Fears, I, in fact, went forward with that relationship because one of the things that O'Neill Sanford encouraged me to think about was that Emory Fears was the kind of guy where I could literally learn from. And of course, Emory was not sensitive or aware of all the HBCU mindset at that time, in bands in particular. So we came together as a team, and at that point, we recognized each other's strength. We communicated at a level as a team to evolve. Emory's strength had to do with his presence in the area. He was well known here, and so the logic behind the hiring was he would be a great recruiter for the university. It would be strange for me, and I was young also. So at that time, after Emory was obviously brought to the fore and we came together, he found out my strength was marching band and arranging. So that combination worked well. Long story short, now that it's long, is that my impression or impact on the Spartan Legion was that I recognized that it was a young school and it had not been branded. It didn't have any recognition in terms of any piece of music that would identify the school. And the story with that is, I was motivated to do it because Carl Hayward, who wrote the alma mater, and I were office mates, if you will, with adjacent offices, not mates. So Carl, having been a graduate of Norfolk State and written the alma mater, we got into a conversation about that idea, but more importantly, it was James Staten, who always opened the stadium, the environment, the entry to the stadium with, "Behold the green and gold." That was James Staten. And so Carl and I would get in discussions about his experience at USC and my experience at Southern University. And out of that conversation, because we made a lot of, we were really woofing, as we will. We were talking about each other. "No, man, you don't know this," and blah, blah, blah. Right. Great relationship. So out of that, I created the thought of "Behold the Green and Gold" because Emory changed the name of the band to the Spartan Legion. And when you understand the history of the Legion and looking at the Roman perspective, that whole era about music, and you know anything technically about music, the music there was produced by instruments that didn't have valves and things like that. So there's a thing we call overtone series. That's a musical point. But nonetheless, I created "Behold the Green and Gold" for a 64-piece band. And in that band, I had to write something that was developmentally appropriate to get the most out of those 64 pieces. Having done that, it was very exciting because I didn't write just a tune. I wrote the music specifically for individuals in the band. And I would be remiss if I didn't highlight the fact that those people today are not only very successful, but I think about one person in particular, Leon Smith. Leon Smith was a euphonium player, and he was phenomenal music. He still is. But the euphonium part was written for Leon. We had, I think, about 6 trumpets. So I had to write for each of those guys and put them in pairs. And then on and on, we entered the stadium and we played. Well, actually, let me get back. Before we entered the stadium, Emory didn't know I was doing this. So I taught the band how to play it, and he came to the band room one day, and I had him play it for him. And he was knocked off his feet. He said, "What?" And the students were excited because he wanted it, he loved it.
Right.
And we took that time and applied it to our marching from the band room to the stadium and played it when we got in the stadium.
Right.
And of course, Jim did the classic announcement that's still here now. You know, behold the green and gold, you know, salute. He developed the salute, everything. And from that point on, the rest is history. Now, I went through those details because you were telling me what impact I made on that. But as you can see, it's a staple. But most people don't really know that I wrote the school's fight song also. Yeah, one that that's the school's fight song, and I composed that modeled after my experience at Southern University. It's a lot of the energy and the attitude in that relates to what I experienced as a student at Southern. So those are the 2 pieces that I left, I think, here, specifically for this band. And if you listen carefully, I'm not ashamed of saying, you're not going to hear another band that sounds like this, and play the music that we play. Now, last but not least, the last impression I think I can say I left was a legacy of arranging that sets the tone for maximizing the university, the students in the band, because all the students in the band were not necessarily virtuosos. So we had to do a lot of teaching. We had to be compassionate and help the students go forward with their passion for being in a band, because they had never been in a band like this before. The other part of my career and impact is I was in the Army. So I was in the ceremonial group, so I knew a lot of things about ceremonies to set the tone, plus my sensitivity to to history. And when I go back to the Spartan Legion and the Behold the Green and Gold, there's a composer that I found that really appealed to me. His name was Miklos Rosa. Miklos Rosa was an orchestrator who who wrote music for movies, and most of them from that era, the classics, the Romans and the whole Spartan scene. So I think you can edit whatever you need to get out of this. I'm just chopped up, but I'm saying it so you can have some data, some information. Now, I hope I covered everything.
Yes, you did. Thank you so much.
Okay.
We really appreciate your time.
Well, thank you. Okay.
Hey, it's Alumni with the Spartan Legion media team. I'm here with Dr. O'Neil Sanford. He was once the band director for the Spartan Legion. Could you tell us a little bit about your time directing?
Yes, it was a great time. I came in here with a program that had about 50 students in it the first year, and we grew that program from 50 students to, when I left here, about 250
Wow.
kids. We did that over a 2-year period. The great thing about my period here, I had 2 great presidents, both were females, and they were really, really interested and stayed on my back about making sure we treat the kids right and that kind of thing. And I just said, hey, we need more money to do this and do that.
Right.
And they gave me the funding that I needed in order to be able to grow the staff. So I went from 1 staff person to 5. I brought 4 people in, so we had 5 people on our staff, full staff, and we call it the Dream Team.
The Dream Team.
Yeah.
How do you feel, how far the band has come today? How do you think? How far?
The Spartan Legion is holding their own. They're carrying on the traditions. And as time passed, they're going to add some more traditions. And Spartan Legion has a style that's different from any other HBCU band, and I'm very proud of that. Mr. Emory Fears kind of got it going, and then I came in and stepped up to the plate and inserted my personality.
Right.
Brought down by Amadeo
and added
Vital.
some more things. And Mr. Adams was also here. He was on the dream team.
Gain of yardage
And I
to the
left the
17-yard line.
program for a year, 2
First
years.
and 10, Bison.
And then he retired, and Mr. Bethea stepped in,
Wow.
took the program. So they're on point.
Yes, they're on point.
They're on point and moving forward.
Yes, moving forward. So what is one thing that you hope the students that were under you gain from your direction?
Ethan
Say
James,
that
the ball
again,
carrier.
What is one thing that you
Forced out of
hope that
bounds
the
by
students
Jalen
under
Long.
you gained? Like, what do you think that they took away?
Lifetime friendships, great experiences that they would not have had had they not played in the band. And just people skills, because band means everybody's got to work together, get to know each other.
Gain of 5 on the play. Second down, 5, Bison.
The friendships, discipline,
Right.
and what it takes in order to be in a group and to work with the group, and all of those kinds of good things that have developed good character and good people.
Right. Good people. I know a lot of good
Deshaun
people.
Scroggins, the ball carrier.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
Yes.
I
yes,
really
yes.
appreciate you.
Brought down by Mattel
Anytime.
Williams.
Yes, you heard it from the best.
And now, Spartan Legion, let the heavens resound to your magnificent sound, and every musical measure be the source of auditory pleasure.